welcome back. Create this book with me, part 3. I think you can call it a series by now, right? 3 parts? If you've not seen the first 2 parts, go watch that as well. For today, I've got my eye on a certain page and I really want to create that one. So let's see what we can make of it. Let's jump straight into it with some obscure shapes. I just took this fine liner pen, just a random one I had lying around, nothing fancy, and I just started making some shapes. I did try to make them unrecognizable, but I have a little game for you. Spot the face. Somewhere in this drawing, there's a clear face. Let me know if you find it, if you see it. You might even see something else. Let me know in the comments down below what you see. You might be seeing something completely different than I am. And as they are mostly obscure shapes, there might be some recognizable shapes in there. I don't know, maybe if you hold it upside down, who knows? Let me know. I'm choosing my color palette. First I was gonna go for some blues and purples, but I changed my mind. And I went for red and orange and yellow. First sharpening all the points, so I have a fresh start. And I'm just starting to color every blob in. I'm trying not to have the same color touch each other. So every blob is touching a different colored blob, if that makes sense. I hope so. While I'm coloring this in, I can give you a little update on what's been going on. I've been away for a little bit, as you might have noticed, and that's because I gave birth to my twin boys. I had a C-section and I won't get into too many details, but I'll tell you everyone's doing very well. The boys are growing very well. I'm recovering, so that's good. So I want to get back into making the videos and posting more regularly as well. I do have some videos filmed already, which I was planning on editing while I was pregnant or when I was after I gave birth, when I was home. But apparently time moves differently when you have 2 little babies, so there was none. So yeah, that means that I do have some footage where I'm still very, very, very pregnant. So if you see me with a big belly, just know that's been filmed previously and I'm only just now editing it. Back to the actual video, did you spot the face yet? I can tell you that it's not yet colored in, so that eliminates like half of the page. So let me know if you see it. I really enjoyed creating this page because it didn't take a lot of brain power, but it did hurt my hand a little bit though, with all the colouring in with the pencils, but that's fine. Besides that, it's just making shapes, colouring it in. I love the colours that I ended up using. It's warm, it's colourful, it's just a happy page now, so that's good. Okay, about the face. It's almost time to color it in. It is a side view of a face and it even has hair. This is the hair and this is the face. Did you see it before I told you? Let me know. And this is the end results. And then I thought, oh no, I just forgot the very first page I did, the rule box, put a sparkle on every page. I didn't do that yet. But luckily, in this little corner, there's a perfect space for a shiny little star. So that's my sparkle, and that is the finished page. Next up, something completely different. We need a sharp pointy thing, a pencil and an eraser, a bit of cardboard and some stampy stuff. We are creating stencils. I don't know why I put the cardboard under it right away, because we're drawing first and erasing right away. But I started with some shapes. First is a heart, I think you can tell. And the second one I erased as well, and then I looked up a little reference picture to make it a little bit easier. And I think it's very clear what it is. It is clearly 2 swans on top of 2 Mario pipes. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong! You're wrong. It's actually a gift. Next is a fancy little star shape. I don't know why I think this is a fancy shape, but I think it is. And I made a little leaf with loads of little petals. And then it's time for the sharp pointy thing. Yes. This is where the cardboard actually comes in handy. I'm just going over the shapes with the sharp pointy thing, with the cardboard underneath to protect the other pages. And that way I'm creating a stencil. I'm glad I used a reference picture for the swans, the gift, because think about it. If it's like the heart is just one outline and it's clear what it is, but if I just did the outline of this gift, then it would just be a blob that was not really recognizable. So there needs to be some white in there still, so you can actually see the shape when you use it as a stencil. At this point, I'm regretting a couple of these tiny leaves. But, tiny spoiler, this one did turn out as one of my favorites, so I'm okay with it. It was worth the effort. And then it's time to get out the stamps. I bought this package of different colored stamps, thinking, oh, this might be good. They're not very good. You'll see. Now watch me try and open this green one. It took just a tad longer than I'd like to admit, as I did not realize there was plastic on it, and then I couldn't find the opening and all the things, but in the end, I did find the little rippy off thing. Hooray! And then I just start punching the green ink and start punching the page. I did experiment a little bit with some colors and mixing some colors and all the things, and yeah, I thought this leaf turned out really cool. I wanted to make the heart red, but that was a little bit dry, so I just added some water. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but it worked, although it was a little bit too wet now, so it actually seeped through the pages a bit more than it should have. But yeah, just stick something in between there and pretend nothing happened. There you go. Problem solved. The yellow is so weird. Every time I punched it, the sponge bit did not come back up, and it was too wet, it was too dry, it was just so there. You see it's too wet now. Trying to stamp it. There's loads of colour, but it's just not, it's just weird. Let's see if the orange can make it any better. Good start. Meh, not so great, but we'll make it work. It's fine, we'll make it work. I added a bit of orange on the side of the yellow, but that was a bit intense, so I quickly went over it with more yellow, and that was just a lot of ink there, so just leave it. Onto the gift, I made the box part of it blue, and the ribbons I made a pink. And now it's a beautiful gift. Not swans at all. It's a gift! Oh, just drop it. Stop thinking about the swans. Stop it. I realized I used loads of colors that didn't really match, and I made it better or worse with loads of dots. Just to tie in all the colors that I used, I just sort of made this ginormous confetti. I'm not sure if I like it, but it's what I did. And it was fun to do with the stamps and the stencils, but next time maybe I should pick a color palette to prevent so much happiness on one page. This is the result of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more Create This Book, click the top link. That's the whole playlist. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!